Hi there, it's Liz from Old Stables Crafts. Thank you very much for joining me again today, and firstly apologies for not having been around for a while. As some of you may know, I've managed to have a couple of weeks of unfortunate health, having first of all got a rather nasty bout of food poisoning, and then a week later I came down with good old full-blown horrible high temperature achy flu. Anyway, I'm kind of getting back to normal a bit. I'm still a bit fuzzy, so do bear with me. I'm going to be a bit dimmer than usual, which is saying something. But I thought I would share with you the little card that I'm doing as part of my thank you pack for ladies who shopped with me in January. Fortunately, the order of the host gifts arrived earlier this week, and now I can put together all the packs. So this is the little card that I've made. This is using the, what do we call it? I can't remember, apart from that, I've thrown it all over the floor. Printed with Love specialty paper. Don't have much of that left. Say, most of it's just fallen all over the floor. Let me scoop that up while I remember. So yes, this is pretty much all I've got left from my first pack of. In fact, no, this is my second pack of this paper. It is gorgeous. It's in the new Spring Summer catalogue. It's specialty. It's foiled, and it's just gorgeous. But don't think of it as only being for love themed things, because most of the patterns are just lovely and foiled, and there aren't that many with hearts on, and if they've got hearts on one side they haven't on the other. So that's the papers that I'm using. I'm using the one of the stamp sets from the same suite, which is the Sure Do Love You, and I accept that this is, you know, love, but whilst I love my customers to bits, I'm not using this as a lovey-dovey theme. So, yeah, little card, bit of stamping and die cutting, just for you, I thought was perfect as the inside sentiment. And then on the back of the envelope, I do like to try and remember to stamp something on the envelope. I've just stamped Always. These are the new mini cards and envelopes in the Spring Summer catalogue. You get 20 cards and envelopes in a pack, and they are gorgeous. And from memory, $7.25 a pack, I think. Anyway, it'll all be in the associated blog post, the link to which is below. So let's get started, because this isn't meant to be a long video, just because my brain isn't working. So I've started by folding my note card in half. Remember, as ever, that all the measurements will be on the associated blog post, which, as I say, is linked below. The cards are 2.5 by 4.5 once they're folded. So I've cut the designer series paper at 2 3/8 by 4 3/8, just so there's a little bit round the outside, and that's 6 by 11 centimetres as it transpires. So I'm going to start by grabbing some fast fuse and just sticking that down. And as you know, I'm going through a trend of putting my adhesive on the card, not on the paper, because I do find that it is easier for me that way. So I just line it up so that I know I've got 1/16 of an inch on all four sides as my border. So long as I line it up right on 3 sides, the fourth will just happen. And it did, which is always good. Right, okay, stamping. Let me grab some scrap. I accept this is a large scrap, but I've got quite a few of these to make. So I've already got mounted up the 2 hearts that I need and the Just For You. I'm only using 1 ink pad, and it's Rich Raspberry because it's one of the colours in the paper. The colours are basically Rich Raspberry, Melon Mambo, and I want to say Powder Pink. so I'm using Rich Raspberry anyway. Oh, and Calypso Coral, that's the other one. Yes, Rich Raspberry, Melon Mambo, Calypso Coral and Powder Pink. Now, it's not meant to be a solid image. It's meant to not be a solid image. In fact, I'm going to stamp it that way and just be a little wasteful on my cardstock. While I've got that out, so I'll pop that to one side. That's quite a solid stamp, so I'm going to leave it to dry anyway before I die cut it. Grab my envelope and just ink up the Always, which I'm just going to stamp on the flap. That's that done. And then finally ink up my Just For You and stamp that on the inside. So that's all the stamping done, which means I can get rid of the Rich Raspberry before I get inky fingers. And grab the heart and just cut that away. And I've got the matching dies, which are actually gorgeous. They make up, let me say I've got them, buried them. They make up a box. So, amongst other things, there's a heart die which I've got out, which you'll see in a minute. But there are the hearts for each of the little stamped sentiments. A banner, some leaves. These are for the box. So if you cut two of these frames and put them together, you make a box, which I'll do a video on at some point, probably next week or anyway, soon. And then this is just so that you've got a thumb hole. So yes, lovely, lovely die set. And of course, if you buy the dies and the Sure Do Love You stamp set together, then it's a 10% discount. So this is Lots of Love box framelit dies. And as I say, put the two together and you get a discount. Right, now all I have to do is find where I've... Oh, there it is. Put it in front of me. Find where I've put my die. So I shall just nip over on my wheelie chair and die cut that on my big shot. I am actually, because I'm still feeling a little frail, you may know that I normally stand to craft, but fortunately my desk is one of these ones that goes up and down, and as I am feeling rather frail, I've put it down so I can sit, which is a bit odd. It feels very strange sitting and crafting. Right, okay, so this just needs some dimensionals on the back, and then I will show you a little trick with some ribbon, because although you can get the sheer, the 1/8 inch sheer ribbon in Calypso Coral, it is full strength Calypso Coral and it's quite bright, and that's not the look that I want. So I'm going to show you a little trick. So let me see if I can grab, without upsetting everything too much, so this is Calypso Coral sheer ribbon, and as I say, it is quite bright. This is what I have used, which as you can see is not. It's much more subtle. So what I have done is I have taken a piece of the sheer white ribbon. Oh, sorry, I need to get my chair over my carpet. There we go. And a scrap of paper, otherwise known as my Stampin' Up order stuff. I have taken the Stampin' Blends, the light Calypso Coral, the brush end. This is 6 inches long, this piece of ribbon, just so you know, which is roughly 15 centimetres. And all I've done is colour it with my marker, which is really easy. And it means that for any white ribbon that I've got, I can colour with my Stampin' Blends. So yeah, like that a lot. That does need to dry just a little, because although it is alcohol, it does take a wee while to dry. but is it dry? Yes, it's sort of dry. It's dry enough. So I'm just doing a little double bunny bow. So 2 loops, and just tie the loops in a half knot. And if my fingers would like to work, my hands really have taken a knock through the flu. There was one point during last week when I have to say I was feeling very sorry for myself, and I had almost no strength in my hands at all, and it was all rather depressing. But I'm coming back to life, so it's all good. And I have to say thank you very much for all the lovely comments and messages of concern that I've had. I really do find it incredibly touching. So thank you. It's really helped make me feel a bit better. So that's the bow. Then I just need a brain, my mini glue dots. Fold one of those in half, and then just pick it up with my bow and pop it on the front of my card. And there we go. So I've now got a fair number done. I've got a few more to do, and they just slip really nicely into these envelopes. So there we go. Now, if you would like to get one of my little customer gifts, obviously you need to be a customer. I send them out to everyone who orders with me. However much your order is, you will get a customer gift. If you use the Hostess Code, then you also get a share in the Hostess rewards, which during celebration, obviously, if we get a big order, are higher than normal. And also, of course, during celebration, for every £45 you spend, you get to choose something for free, which is always lovely. And that's out of the celebration catalogue. If you have yet to have your celebration catalogue, or indeed your spring-summer catalogue, then on my blog there is a form to request catalogues, so fill that in. I'm also at the moment, for people in the UK, I know a lot of people who follow me are demonstrators, which is lovely. I'm more than happy for people to share my ideas and case them. But if you're in the UK and you're not a demonstrator, if you sign up to my mailing list, then I'm doing a free giveaway. So anyone who signs up during celebration, onto my mailing list during celebration, you'll go into a draw for a mini craft kit. It's going to have all sorts of bits and pieces in it. That's, as I say, only open to UK and to non-demonstrators. So you can either do that through my Facebook page, which is linked below, or just sign up to my mailing list on my website. And I do mean my mailing list. I don't mean emailing to my blog. I mean my mailing list, which is at the bottom of posts. So I think that's it for today. What a lovely picture to leave you with. Shall I actually take something out so you can see it? There you are. Thank you very much again. Hopefully my brain will be coming back to some normality very soon, and I'll be back on full flow. So I will see you again very soon. Thanks a lot for watching.